Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, folks, put down your serious analysis for a bit. Forget geopolitics.
You take a break.
Because today we are diving into something just deeply satisfying, like pure internet gold.
Oh, yeah. The good stuff.
We're talking about an update from our Besto Redditor updates. It's maybe not world-changing, but wow, is it a masterclass in exiting gracefully, or maybe not so gracefully for the other guy?
Right.
It's about a user, cheated throwaway act, rolls right off the tongue.
Catchy.
And she executed what might be the cleanest silent treatment divorce strategy I've ever seen online.
It really is something else.
So the basic plot, super simple. Woman, F39, finds out her husband, M39, is having an affair with a colleague. Classic.
Ugh, the colleague trope never fails.
But instead of fireworks, screaming matches, the usual breakup drama.
That's what you usually expect, right?
Totally. She just makes a plan, quietly, spends a day getting her ducks in a row, packs her bags, and the next afternoon when he gets home from work, poof, gone.
It's kind of beautiful in its efficiency, isn't it? Like, what really gets me is how little visible effort she seemed to put into the confrontation part.
Right.
Most people want that big, messy, emotional blow-up. They feel they deserve it, or that the cheater deserves it.
Yeah, the catharsis.
Exactly. But she just sidestepped the whole performance. It's like she realized any confrontation was really just for his benefit, to give him a stage.
And she just canceled the show.
Canceled it. Didn't even let the curtain rise. Maximum impact. Zero wasted breath. It's fascinating.
It really is. And that's our mission today for you listening.
Yeah.
Why did this lack of drama, this almost boring efficiency, hit such a nerve online?
Yeah. Why did everyone collectively go, yes, this is it?
Why was silence the move that got everyone cheering? Let's figure it out.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So the mechanics of the exit. This original plan was laid out back in August 2022.
Got it.
She's 39. He's 39. Married 10 years. Finds the proof. Affair's real. Marriage over.
Just like that. Decision made.
Decision made. And the next thought is, I need to be gone tomorrow before he gets home.
Wow. Ice cold. But smart.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't just emotional speed. It was incredibly practical. She mentioned something really key.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
The house they lived in. He inherited it before they even met.
Ah, okay. That changes everything. Legally.
Exactly. In her country, the way that works, it means it wasn't marital property. She had zero legal claim to it in the divorce.
So staying there, even for a day, even to fight for it, pointless.
Utterly pointless. It would just be drama for drama's sake. And emotionally draining, obviously.
Right. So the calculation is cold, hard logic. This house isn't mine. Staying here gains me nothing. Leaving immediately is the only rational move.
Nailed it. She saw the house as his problem now. The broken marriage, his failure, her priority, her new life.
You got to respect that clarity. I mean, just imagine him walking in that day.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's probably expecting, I don't know, maybe simmering tension, the silent treatment within the house, maybe tears, a big argument brewing.
Right, bracing himself.
Instead, silence, like actual silence. Empty rooms, her stuff gone. Maybe sees a clean counter where her keys usually were.
And the slow dawning horror.
Yeah, not just she's mad, but she's gone. And also, maybe incidentally, oh crap, who's doing the laundry now?
Yeah, the sudden weight of domestic reality.
She basically just outsourced the whole messy divorce to her lawyer and vanished. Left him standing there with his affair and his dirty socks. The efficiency is just chef's kiss.
It really is. But, okay, maintaining that level of disconnect. She moved out, went full zero contact immediately. The update confirms. For 3 years, she hasn't seen him, hasn't spoken to him, hasn't answered a single text, email, call, nothing.
Wow.
Everything, absolutely everything funneled through her solicitor.
Yeah.
That requires some serious willpower. Didn't she ever just want to pick up the phone and scream? Just once.
That's such a good point. And I think that's where the genius lies,
Yeah.
If she had screamed, if she had engaged, she would give him exactly what people like that crave. An audience, emotion, a reaction, proof that he still mattered, even negatively.
Ah, okay. So the silence wasn't just about her peace. It was about denying him.
Completely.
Yeah.
By using the solicitor like a firewall, she turned the end of their marriage into like a business transaction. Filing paperwork, impersonal.
Remove the emotion.
Stripped it bare. And by doing that, she kept all the power. He had nothing to push against.
Okay, that makes sense. Her exit was fast, almost surgically precise, but then the next 3 years, that's where it gets really wild.
Yeah, the aftermath.
Because that's when he apparently tried to use the legal system itself to force her to talk to him.
All right, so she just posted the final update. Divorce finalized, October 2025. Took a while.
It did. And she gives us a key piece of legal info. In her country, there's a mandatory 1-year separation period before you can even file for divorce.
Okay, standard stuff in many places. 1 year apart, then you file.
Right, baseline. But get this. She says he then dragged the process out for 2 years beyond that required year.
Wait, he dragged it out? The guy who cheated?
Yes. 2 extra years of stalling after the mandatory year was already up. So 3 years total from separation to final decree.
Okay, hold on. That feels incredibly backward. Why would the person who blew up the marriage deliberately delay the divorce?
That's the question, right? And it's where the Reddit comments went deep into the psychology of it all.
Because it wasn't about assets, you said. The house was settled, legally his.
Correct. So the commenters figured, and it seems plausible, this stalling wasn't about money. It was pure control, maybe punishment.
Ah, the narcissistic injury angle. Like, how dare you leave me so cleanly? I'll make you pay by keeping you tied to me legally.
Exactly. Or maybe just wanting to inflict pain, keep her stuck. And more than anything, commenters suspected it was about forcing her to engage.
Right, because silence is like kryptonite to someone who needs to control the narrative. He was probably furious she wouldn't give him the fight he expected.
Well, she says his one single goal, the thing he kept pushing for through his lawyer for 3 years.
Let me guess. He wanted to talk.
He wanted to see me and explain. That was it. His entire motivation for dragging it out.
Ugh, that word. Explain. It's such a loaded term in these situations.
How so?
It's almost never about genuinely explaining or apologizing. It's usually about trying to regain control of the story.
Like, justify it.
Justify it, minimize it, maybe even shift blame. You don't understand? I was lonely. You weren't paying attention to me. You know the script. It's about getting the person they hurt to listen, to validate their feelings, maybe even feel sorry for them.
Wow, so it's manipulation disguised as seeking closure.
Pretty much. He wanted a stage for his performance, his sob story.
Yeah.
And she refused to sell him a ticket for 3 years.
That refusal, that constant boundary, I mean, the legal fees alone, the frustration of the delay, must have been tough.
Immensely tough. But her strength was in not giving in. Not once. She stuck to the solicitor-only rule.
And that connects back to what the commenters were saying, right? About the cake eater.
Absolutely. Yeah. Someone mentioned that classic term, the person who wants to have their marriage cake and eat the affair cake too. And then they get furious when the spouse just takes the cake away entirely.
Without even complaining about the missing slice first.
Right, exactly. His anger wasn't really about being caught, maybe. It was about her reaction. The speed, the silence, the efficiency. The fact that she didn't let him deliver his monologue.
He wasn't mourning the marriage. He was mourning his lost control over her response.
You nailed it. He lost his wife, yes. But maybe more painfully for him, he lost his audience. For 3 solid years, he was playing to an empty theater.
That silence must have been deafening for him. Way worse than any yelling could have been.
Which leads us right into why the internet reacted the way it did.
Yeah, the reaction was huge. People were calling it boss behavior.
Immensely satisfying.
A good role model, even. They loved, and this phrase came up a lot, the simplicity of it.
Didn't waffle on her decision.
That was another one. Just pure, decisive action.
And I think the satisfaction comes from seeing expectations flipped. You know, revenge stories are usually messy. Complicated plots, emotional roller coasters. Sometimes the person seeking revenge ends up hurting themselves too.
Right, it gets tangled.
But this was clean, legally sound, emotionally insulated. She protected herself first.
So what's the big takeaway, the so what moment here?
I think it's this. The ultimate power move wasn't revenge. It wasn't anger. It was indifference.
Indifference being stronger than hate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you hate someone, they still occupy space in your head. You're dedicating energy to them.
It's true.
She just removed herself from his emotional equation entirely. As one commenter put it brilliantly, I thought, sometimes knowing that you're no longer important in someone's eyes is much more frustrating than getting yelled at.
Oof. Yeah. That hits hard. He spent 3 years trying to matter to her again, even negatively.
And she was just living her life, moving on. He was fighting a ghost, wasting his own time and money trying to get a reaction she was never going to give.
It was totally one-sided. He's flailing. She's building a new foundation.
Precisely. And don't forget that final legal detail she shared, the divorce, finalized as no fault.
Right. The affair, legally speaking, made zero difference to the outcome.
Zero. which just reinforces her strategy.
Yeah.
Any screaming match, any meeting to let him explain, any emotional engagement at all, it would have achieved nothing legally.
It would have only been for his benefit, to feed his ego, his need for drama.
Exactly. Her silence wasn't cold or cruel. It was just the ultimate strategic move, protecting her peace, her energy, her future.
Wow. It really is the ultimate boundary. Enforced with legal precision and incredible personal discipline, she saw the confrontation game for what it was: unwinnable, pointless, and just refused to play.
And the result?
Yeah.
She got a clean break. Her new life was probably well underway long before that final divorce decree landed.
So for you listening, what does this all boil down to? I think the lesson is that sometimes the biggest, most powerful statement you can make is silence. The most effective exit.
Yeah.
The quietest one.
Yeah. She called her own update boring because, from her perspective, nothing dramatic happened. Just, it's over.
But the internet saw it. They recognized the sheer power in skipping the chaos, the drama, the begging, the performances that, let's be honest, rarely fix anything anyway.
She skipped right to the credits, didn't even watch the third act meltdown.
Exactly. And you just know that he's probably still wondering, still waiting for that chance, that opening to finally deliver his big explanation.
Oh, absolutely. 3 years he held on to that need.
So here's a final thought to chew on. If you were that ex-husband sitting there for 3 years, stewing in your own legal delays, what utterly ridiculous, over-the-top, self-serving explanation do you think he had rehearsed?
Oh, man. What masterpiece of delusion was he waiting to unleash?
Maybe the colleague was actually blackmailing him. And the affair was a deep cover operation to gather evidence against her evil boss. And he couldn't tell his wife for her own safety.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Very spy thriller. Or maybe he found an old grocery list she left behind. And he spent 3 years convincing himself the words "buy bananas" were actually a secret code.
Haha. Like bananas, BA, be always near and never abandon. She wants me back.
Yes, he's there, clutching the solicitor's final invoice in one hand, the cryptic grocery list in the other, still waiting, still hoping she'll just give him one word.
The power of silence, folks. Don't underestimate it. Appreciate that decisive boundary. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.